Hey everybody, where are my people who either like to bake or my people who want to maybe learn a little bit more so it's either more easy or more fun or you feel more confident. So I've got a couple of tips and tricks for you and tools for you that might make baking a little bit easy. So I'm going to mix them up a little bit. Let's talk about a couple of tools and then I'll talk about the tips and the tricks. With so much in measuring when it comes to food, you either want a wet kind of measuring tool or you want a dry kind of measuring tool where you actually scrape off the top. And the big reason that is so often, let's say you need 2 cups of flour, this has extra height in it that allows for liquid to be sloshing around, which means when you get to 2 cups of flour, you can't even it off. And with flour and some other ingredients, but especially flour, even just a couple of tablespoons can drastically alter a recipe. Baking is really just chemistry. So even the tiniest amount off makes a drastic difference. So when you're using liquids, these are the great tools to have. We actually have a set of 4. There's a 4 cup, a 2 cup, a 1 cup, and a little baby quarter cup, which honestly we use all the time in our house, and I've got extras of these. They stack together really nicely, dishwasher safe, microwave safe. They're great. They've got all the measuring in here. You just pour your liquid in and you're good to go. Let me just push these aside. If you're coming to do dry ingredients, then you want something where you've got like this. Ours are really nice because they stack together. They come with a leveling tool, and you're just going to add whatever it is, flour, whatever, scrape it off. Now, if you're not going to actually sift your flour, which, believe it or not, is actually important because it fluffens it and lightens it, flour gets packed down and settles, and oftentimes people are using way too much flour. Example, a simple cookie recipe. If you're not sifting your flour or fluffing it, and I actually love to fluff my flour just with my whisk, it actually could give you, up to a quarter cup extra flour, which will make your cookies much more tough and not as tender. So something to think about. You really do want to have both dry and wet measuring tools. But for the simple cake mix I'm doing today that I need for a birthday, I don't need the dry, I'm not worried about that. I just want the wet. Let me show you bowls. So a couple of different options. We have our beautiful glass classic batter bowl that so many are familiar with. I love that. Today I just grabbed 2 of our plastic ones. We actually have a set of 3 of these blue ones. I love that all the plastic bowls all have silicone on the bottom, so when you set them somewhere, they're not going to go sliding around. The blue one is just fun because the blue color. There's a large, this is the large, there's a medium, and there's a small, so it's really nice to have those options. This one I'm going to use today, I just happen to like it because I love the handle. I can kind of hold it to myself. It's got a pour spout. It's just really simple, easy. It was actually considered the kid cooking bowl or mixing bowl, and honestly I love it. So as an adult, it just works out really good. So using our kitchen shears, which are fabulous for anything from cutting food to cutting bags to cutting herbs outside in my garden, and dump in the cake mix. I'm going to go ahead and add my cup of water and my 3 eggs that I already did. Now, I want to show you real quick how this works with the wet measuring cups, because all I have to do is stand here. I don't have to bend over. I don't have to look down. I don't have to do anything. I stand and I look directly down into here, and I can see the measuring markings, and I can just pour until I'm set. Now, another option, if you don't want to use the oil, you can actually substitute it out for applesauce. Applesauce with many baked goods, like cakes and things like that, is going to be a fabulous substitute. It will make it slightly more dense and slightly more crumbly, but you're substituting out. If you don't want to do a 1-to-1 ratio, do half oil, half applesauce, and you're still getting some of those benefits. So this is the whole reason for this video. I love this whisk. I didn't think a whisk would actually matter until I got to use this one, because ones I had before, they were hollow handled, all the tines came to like a single point. The whole point of having a whisk is to build air and to mix into something. So with this one, what's really nice, it's a solid handle, so if it's in the dishwasher and water gets into it, well, it won't, but it used to in my old one, and I tip it over like this, I actually dumped like gross dishwasher water into some eggs once. That'll never happen with this. It's a weighted handle. The tines are graduated. So when you actually go in here to mix and stir, it's actually going to do what it's supposed to do. Even better, look how fast it's doing it. So it takes me maybe 20 to 30 seconds to mix this cake mix. and done. That's it. So we're gonna move on to the pan. Love these pans. They've got these fabulous lids that are so nice. They just snap on, snap off. These are lightweight. They're that pretty Tiffany blue that we have with all of our bakeware. All I'm gonna need to do is either lightly brush this with oil or a little bit of butter. And this is my chef's brush that I love so much. And we're just gonna dab a little bit in there and brush it around. And I'm good to go. So, let me set that aside. And then of course we have our infamous white scrapers. And I can just go ahead and dump this all in and scrape out the bowl, and it will be just like I had licked it clean practically. So that's a huge benefit with these white scrapers. So if you have any questions about, and you see how that's already started, I just need to get the bottom part. It actually really does clean. And these are heat safe to 650 degrees, and the heads aren't gonna come off. So if you have any questions, let me know. But I'm just gonna toss this in the oven and make me up some chocolate cake for the day. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some great tips. Please let me know what questions you have below. Bye-bye.